What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. Whatever day you guys are listening to us, thank you guys once again for stopping by. It's episode 45. Oh my God, we got to 45, guys. We're almost a year into this thing. And we want to thank everybody for joining us and loving us and being here with us through this entire time. Thanks for getting through 2020, hanging out with your boy Artie and me and all of our special guests. Don't forget to follow us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter, on Instagram. You can go to our website, www.theblownsavepodcast.com. You can go anywhere else to follow us there. We have all the information to all different places you can find our podcast. So we hopefully you're not just listening on one thing, you're listening on all the things. Like, share, subscribe, whatever you're doing, wherever you're listening from. Make sure you're doing all those wonderful things. And let's get rocking and rolling today. We do have a couple special guests that are going to be with us through part of the show. But let's bring in my one, the only, my partner in crime, Mr. Artie Casa. What's up, baby?
What's up? How we doing?
Oh,
Everybody's still alive?
Everybody's still alive. Everybody's doing well. I'm drinking tequila tonight, so we're going to get really good tonight. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. Drinking my Dos Equis, my favorite. It's my last three. I just so happen to have three, but I got my reserves over there, and it's my reserves, as most people know, are Modelos.
Well, there you go. It's something. And we do have two very special guests. We got the Popo and the Moni here tonight. How you guys doing?
What's up? The Popo's indisposed just for a second.
The 5-0 got 5-0'd. So, or 8, the 5-0, the 5-0 got 86. I see how it is. All right. So, Monica, how you doing?
I think Monica should be called Money because she's always finishing in the money during fantasy leagues. She's
I don't know why she stopped. I don't know why she stopped doing it.
You know, Brent, I was thinking this weekend. You know that 5 years ago was when I got my car and the twos were following me that weekend?
Yeah.
It was $2,000 off, $2,000 down payment. I finished second in your poker tournament, and I won 2 quarters of the Super Bowl the day after.
She did.
Damn.
It was her weekend to shine.
Yeah,
wow. 5
years ago. It's all been downhill from there.
I don't know. You're making me want to rescind your prop pool bet here. I have a bad feeling now after that.
I was gonna submit mine, but then I heard you put yours in, and I'm like, all right, there's no way I'm winning, so I'm just gonna go ahead and step back and do absolutely nothing with this thing anymore.
Oh, it's for fun. It's like a bingo Super Bowl thing, you know?
Uh-huh.
I'm doing it. That's why I'm announcing my picks in here. Yeah. That's why it's a great thing, dude. Yeah, I think it's great. We already got over 20 people in it. I'm trying to hit the 30 marker, but it's probably looking like around the 20s, in the 20s.
Now, 20 people, is that one sheet per person, or have they done multiple sheets?
You know what? Most people have done one sheet. Yeah.
All right.
Most people. I mean, I've gotten like $20. Like Monica gave me $20, but she submitted 2 sheets, so like one person, but $20.
Wait, hold on. They weren't both my sheets.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, but you submitted 2 sheets, not necessarily both from you though. And I've had people like that. Like my buddy Fidel submitted 3 sheets, but he did one, his wife did one, and his little son did one too. Eric, my buddy Eric submitted 2 sheets. And he did one, and I think he did one of his, maybe between his sons, they probably did another one.
Gotcha. Get in on it, Brent. So on my sheet, Artie, I sent it to Kobe, and so what I submitted is Kobe's picks.
Okay.
Oh, our boy
right,
Kobe,
cool.
Kobe from the earlier parts of the show.
That's right.
He's hanging out. He's hanging out in Saskatchewan or somewhere up in Canada right now.
Yeah.
He called me the other night. He said he's doing all right.
All right.
He's doing fine. Yeah, he's a little hunkered down. It's like minus 20 degrees or 28. It's insane. Something dumb.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm okay not being in that kind of weather. I'm fine. Nah.
All right.
I agree.
All right. Well, let's get into the news and see what's going on. What are you ladies drinking tonight before we get into everything?
Bud Light.
There we go. Not a sponsor, but hey, why not? right? I'm drinking a little bit of...
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. I'm drinking a little Jose Cuervo Classic Margarita Ready to Drink mix. So, not a sponsor, but maybe one day? And then we heard Artie's drinking the Dos Equis for now, and then he's got his Modelo's ready to rock and roll. Remember, guys, if you guys are following along, it is a 3-drink minimum when you're with us on the show, but go ahead and drink more. And if you are, be responsible. Make sure you guys use Uber or have somebody else drive or whatever you guys are doing. Just be safe. All right, let's get into it. I know Monica's pretty excited about what I'm about to say, I guess.
Woo!
Artie's not too excited, but at the same time, he's ready to win. And this may put them over. Bauer is coming to L.A. after all. Mets set, then retract their hard deadline of 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that came and went. Not until late in the afternoon was it announced that the Mets were never contenders to begin with, and Bauer wanted to go somewhere he would be able to win. Hence why the Angels were not finalists. Bauer signed a 3-year deal. You like that, Artie? Yeah. Bauer signed a 3-year deal worth up to $102 million with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He will earn $40 million this year, $45 million next year. He will be the highest paid player in MLB history these next 2 years. He does have an opt-out clause for years 2 and 3, so if he wants to dip out in the second or third year, he's more than welcome to. And for the first time in any team history, the Dodgers will have 3 current or former Cy Young pitchers in their rotation. And they're not even the number one. Neither one of these 3 are the number 1 pitcher. Walker Buehler is their number 1 pitcher. But anywho, yeah, the Dodgers are so stacked at pitching right now, and they're just set to win right now. They basically just put the entire league on notice. National League, you're going to have to go through the ravine to win a World Series. And American League, good fucking luck. God damn. Right. You got the starting lineup right here, guys. If you guys don't know just yet, Walker Buehler, Trevor Bauer, Clayton Kershaw, David Price, and Julio Urias. Oh my God. How do you have? Hopefully, Clayton has a bad day. Price, fuck, man, like that is. Talk about murderer's row. Go for it, Artie.
Okay. I don't think Bryce should be in there. I think it should be Dustin May. I agree. Move Urias.
Let Artie
I say Buehler at the 1, Kershaw at the 2, Trevor at the 3, Dustin May at the 4, and Urias at the 5. Just split up the lefties a little bit, in between. That way they don't get too look at lefties. That's the only reason I moved Kershaw to 2. Nothing wrong with Trevor being there. If anything, then keep Trevor at that 2 and Clayton at 3, and then put May at the 4. That's where I would be at. But I think Urias, it's his time. That's it. Like, it's time for you to shine, big guy. You did great in the postseason. I think you got it. I think you don't got anything else to prove in the minors or whether you're a starter. So I think it's time to move him up. Give him that 4 spot. That's why I would go with Urias at 4 and Dustin May at 5 and Trevor at 3. Just because that way Trevor just kind of eases into this, and he's going to be matched up against a 3. So honestly, it feels like an automatic win, basically, when we're going against him.
You're saying move Price? Where are you going to move Price?
To the bus stop? I don't know. Anywhere but the damn rotation. Send him to the Angels. I heard the Angels need pitching.
I can't wait till he proves you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
No, honestly, listen, Dustin May scares me, guy. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, he does. Maybe it was the nerves. Maybe it was, he being in the big show and being, with the spotlight and all that. But the guy just lost control in the postseason, and I can't handle that. Like, I need a guy who's going to be, lights out.
Wait. If you're saying you're worried about a guy losing control in the postseason, how about Kershaw all these years, not counting the 2017 year, because that's obviously people were cheating. But how about Kershaw?
Yeah, because of 2017, let's not forget, because of 2017.
I understand what happened in 2017, but you're saying you want somebody who's not going to crack under pressure. And up until we found out they were cheating in 2017, Kershaw had the stigma of not being able to produce in the postseason.
I agree, but you pull the guy. You pull him.
Right?
Listen,
so why not give May the opportunity?
When you have a deep bullpen, you rely on these kind of guys. You rely on them. Clayton Kershaw, he just needed to settle down. It is what it is. He had quite a few off years or whatever in the postseason, but you settle down and you're good. You look, all season long, he's your ace. He's your guy. All right? Shit happens, whatever. You pull up, you have a deep fucking bullpen. Like, come on, dude.
Okay,
but Justin, I'm sorry.
So you're, wait, hold on. Real quick, you said Kershaw's your number one, so you put him ahead of Buehler, Bauer.
I put Kershaw at number 2.
That's where I put him, right? Isn't that where I said?
You said right. Bauer to 3, Buehler at 1.
Hey, and I agree with Monica. Dustin May scares me. That two-seamer is scary as fuck. Let me tell you.
I don't want to stand in there. I don't want to see that fucker coming at me. Jesus Christ.
Dude, that his pitch to not once but twice to Manny punk-ass Machado this year was voted the nastiest pitch of the year. Not once but twice, because he did it once in San Diego and once at the Chavez Ravine. And let me tell you, Monica, I understand. He's a rookie. You know, he was a rookie. I get it. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to be Fernando on his rookie year. But, I mean, 101, two-seam running at you like that? That's nasty, and that's scary. I agree with you.
And
that's
by the way, fuck Manny Machado. I'm sorry.
Right? Hey, he owes somebody a paycheck, doesn't he? Doesn't he owe somebody a paycheck? Didn't he say, hey, I'll bet you my paycheck that we win a title before the Dodgers? Remember that, Brent, when that was all over the internet?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see that fool pay up.
I know he hasn't paid up because he can't afford it.
I can't. Look at what I have to do. Okay, Jesus.
Yeah, he's got to carry the whole Padres team. Listen, Padres, by the way, badass, good team, great, all of it.
They are looking solid for the next couple of years, but they are not going to do nothing in that NL West.
I'll tell you what. I'm telling you right now. They'll have a better season than the Angels.
Quite possibly, the Angels, even though they need pitching, they go get position players for some reason.
They got a pitcher. I saw it. Hey, did you see Monica
Cobb.
where Brent threw in that hence why the Angels were not a finalist? So Brent has this little thing about him. You ever seen what's that movie called, Brent? Is it called Anchorman? It's called Anchorman, right? With Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so Brent's like Will Ferrell. Well, he'll read whatever is on the script. So I fixed the script. There's a couple more little golden nuggets in here that hopefully Brent don't find. And I threw them in here, and I could see it like coming out of Brent's mouth, like the taste. He was like, and hence why he's like, I didn't write this. Why is this here? But he already had started his sentence.
Good job.
Oh,
I agree.
God, that was just golden.
I agree, though.
You had it on video.
I agree.
You're like the look on your face, priceless.
Yeah, you're poor Angel. Fucking best player in the major league, wasting his time over there.
Absolutely.
Right. Second best player.
I get to see. No. Best player in the league.
I'll take Tatis. I'll take Tatis.
He's the best player. Come on.
Now you're just.
I think Tatis is now. I do. I mean, Trout doesn't field at a Gold Glove level.
It's a conspiracy,
Am I right?
and I've told you already. Now,
when you saw the numbers, he was the worst.
This last season.
Well, hey, that's all that matters. What have you done for me lately?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Good song, by the way.
Monica, who do you think in the American League is going to be able to compete with the Dodgers in the World Series? Give me 3 teams you think right now from what's happened that are going to be able to compete with the Dodgers in a World Series this year.
You want me to give you 3 teams? I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you that the fucking stupid-ass Red Sox, because they took my boy Kiki. Oh, yeah, favorite. I'm mad about that.
Okay.
Listen, American League, I hate the American League. I think that no. They constantly have they constantly have everybody who's going to kill. I'm going to say right now, Red Sox, Yankees as usual, because I hate both of them. And you know what? I'm going to throw the Indians in there. And you know what? By the way, I hope the Indians make it.
Interesting. I like that. Hey, Karina, do you have anything to add on that one, or you're just going to ride with that?
I'm going to miss Kiki on the Dodgers because I was kind of, I don't know, I like that guy. I really did.
I still have the best picture of Kike Hernandez It's the greatest one. It's on our Instagram. Go to the Blown State podcast on our Instagram. There's a great picture of Kike Hernandez. It's the best one.
Basically, listen, Red Sox and Yankees are always going to be those teams that contend and make those trades when they need to make the trades and blah 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 blah.
Right.
I mean, when you're talking, what you got the Tigers are doing good. You got the Twins. You got there's obviously a lot of competitors out there, obviously. But when it comes down to it, the guys who are going to be just fucking going for it, pardon my expression, but balls to the wall, it's always going to be the Red Sox and the Yankees. I'm honestly pulling for teams like the Indians, the Tigers, and the Twins. And I think they're good, stacked teams, all of those. But I honestly feel like the Red Sox and the Yankees are always going to throw that wrench in there and just fuck the whole game over. Always.
Right on. Artie, what 3 American League teams do you think are going to come out and give the Dodgers a run for their money in the World Series?
I think Monica's right. The Yankees, they bolstered their pitching staff.
Yep.
The only bad thing is they're really heavy right-handed hitting. They don't have any like a lefty thumper, and they got that short porch in right field. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that I think that they're really hurting. I'd like to say the Angels, but we all know that's not true. So you got to start thinking divisions. I mean, the Twins are a good team, dude, but they always find a way to shoot themselves in the foot, so they won't be in the World Series.
That's what I'm saying.
Who do we got in the West? God, I hope it's not. I'm always going to root for Oakland. If the Angels aren't close. Bro, I'm going to root for Oakland because who else are you going to root for? You can't root for damn Astros. Angels aren't very good, so it's not. I'll cheer for them, I guess, but they're not going to. Realistically, they're not going to contend. So I'm always going to cheer for Oakland to get there and be that underdog that kind of defies the big market, stigmatism. So I guess them, and same thing. I guess the Twins. I take it back. I think of the other team. So I'll take Yankees at 1. I'll take the Chicago White Sox at 2.
Damn it. I was going to throw the White Sox in there. I was hoping that nobody else added them. I was like, the White Sox got quietly dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, they're very quiet.
Right.
They didn't get the big pitchers they wanted.
I only saw shit on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, I got the Yankees, I got the White Sox, and Cleveland sounds good. The Red Sox sound good. I mean, if the Rays hadn't gone and fire sold their 2 best pitchers, I would be going for the Rays one more time. But since they did that, I'm like, thanks for coming out. Have a nice day. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go Yankees, then White Sox right behind them, and then I think I'm gonna go with the Red Sox, even though I hate them.
Damn, you didn't even pick anybody from the West.
Shut up! You know I'm not gonna do that.
No.
You said to be. We're picking people we think's gonna happen.
What?
Listen,
all right.
The Rays are turning into the fucking A's. Honestly, Tampa Bay and Oakland. It's like, what the fuck is going on, guys?
Yeah.
You got some cheapskate owners, and I mean, you have some amazing. No, you got some amazing talent, and you can't. Where's your investors? Come on, guys! Stop being penny pinchers, man.
And then they always hide behind we're a small market team. We're this. You get revenues for. It's basically like a money pot now, where you get revenues from the whole network of Major League Baseball. Like everybody throws it into the pot, so you get a big revenue from everybody. So I get that. Yeah, maybe the fan base thing is a small market. But the revenues within the media, within the networks, they're still big. So, you still got money to spend.
Yeah, but come on. The A's, that's not a small fan base, man.
It's not. It's been around for a while. They've been around for a while.
Even when I was a kid, and Jose Canseco days, we couldn't hate on the Oakland A's. Like, you can't hate on the Oakland A's.
But it's understandable that they're not a small market team. They're not a big market team. They're not the Yankees. They're not the Dodgers. They're not the Red Sox. But they are not a small market team. If you want to call it a middle market team, all right, whatever. Medium size.
That's what I'm saying. Their owners are cheapskates.
Let me get a regular size instead of the extra large or the small. Let me get that regular.
Yeah, I'd put the Angels in that medium
So,
size.
I think
I
so.
feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad for Billy Beane. Like, you make a whole movie. They wrote a book. All that BS, whatever. But it's annoying and it's embarrassing, I think, because it's like, you're supposed to be this genius, but he's competing with the owner. Like, you can't put together. I mean, he does. He puts together a championship team, but they blow it in the postseason.
Well, no.
every time.
He puts together a winning squad that's going to get you to the postseason.
Okay,
The problem is, in a shortened thing as the playoffs, you can't win.
If he had the money, he could put together the championship team, and
Oh, very much so, probably.
Yeah.
I can't say no to that. I mean, maybe he should have taken the money and gone to the Red Sox.
Well, I'm not a fan of Billy Beane, so I agree with you.
I mean, hey, he. I mean, granted, I'm sure it was paraphrased, but he said in the movie, like, it's not about the money. I made a decision about the money one time in my life, and it backfired. I'm not going to make a decision because of the money. But put yourself in a situation that's going to help you succeed when people are offering you the opportunity to succeed. So
yeah, because you grow. Like, you made a bad decision when you were 17 years old. Guess what, guy? Didn't you grow up in 20 years? Come on, dude.
Absolutely. I don't say this very often, but I cannot agree with you more, Monica. Speaking of my damned Angels, they did trade for an outfielder because we need more outfielders. We got 13-year veteran Dexter Fowler locked up in the right field position. But can he pitch? No. And Artie, I saw that you put that in there. Calm down. Joe Adele is got to get ready at AAA. How many years does this guy need down there, Artie? Really? At least one more. When it's all said and done, the Angels are only paying $1.75 million of his contract. And it's the final year of his contract, so maybe he wants to do a little better, try and get some money later on. He will be reunited with Joe Madden once again, who he played with while with the Cubs. Right field isn't something that we absolutely needed. We had Jared Walsh, and we have Joe Adele, who does need a little more time getting tuned up. But I don't see it as a bad thing. $1.75 million. The other teams are paying the other like $14.7 million or whatever that they're paying. You're
so bad. We're paying you.
I mean, I'll take it for now, I guess, because you can always let them go. You can always let them go because they're not going to front the bill.
Oh. Ladies, did you hear that? I threw in 2 more golden nuggets in there.
Oh, weird. Don't worry.
It said, can he pitch?
But can he pitch? No. Hold on. But they did go. They did go out and get a pitcher. They traded for starting pitcher Alex Cobb, from the Orioles, to help, quote unquote, as Artie likes to put it here, solidify the starting rotation.
Nice.
I mean, the Angels have a great supporting cast, but no ace in the lineup. Let's just be fucking real with it. Ohtani's not going to be that ace that you're looking for. Heaney's not going to be that ace that you're looking for. Canning, I love the Griff, but he's not going to be the ace you're looking for. You added 2 more guys, Quintana, Yavale, Quintana, and then now we got Cobb. Oh, we got Bundy. Nice. I guess Bundy's gonna be our ace, apparently.
Ace.
A number 2-3 guy is gonna be our ace. I mean, it is what it fucking is. He'd be the
number 7 on the Dodgers, I'll tell you that.
He'd be the number. He'd be the number they call. Hey man, I need you to wash my car because it's a little dirty. That's the number he's gonna be on the Dodgers.
He'd be like, hey dude, we need somebody to pitch the back end of our doubleheader next week. Going back to the minors.
I need you to come in for 3 innings. That's all I need.
Can you be the starter?
Oh. No, he's gonna come in the 3rd inning, bro. You got to start for the. You got May to come in 1, 2, 3. Then he goes in 3, 4, 5, 6, and then okay, guy, bye, get out of here.
All right, So, hey, but you did want him, didn't you? Put him on your wish list.
It was on my list, but not to be the big move they made.
That's true.
He's supposed to be the supporting cast, bro.
Hey, did Monica hear your great trade packages that you're like, hey, if we get and trade Adele and we're gonna get what's the dude from Tampa that Snell. You're like, we'll get Snell, and because we got Snell, Bauer want to come over, and because we got Bauer.
We get Wainwright. Dude, I had Wainwright on my list. I had Bauer. I had Snell. I was like, geez. Hey, you know who's out there still? Bartolo Colon's still out there. Oh. He's only 85. He can still throw the ball 32 miles an hour.
Won his one Cy Young with you guys, so...
Hey, they like to get people on the back end of their contracts and careers. Why not bring in Bartolo?
Get a deal. He'll come cheap.
I'm so disappointed in the best player in baseball that stays with that dumbass team.
It's like Billy Bean. It's not a box of chocolates. It's not the money. It's the loyalty.
It ain't the money. It is clearly the money.
No, the Yankees. I guarantee the Yankees would have given him more money. Given the opportunity, the Yankees or the Phillies. The Yankees or the Phillies give Mike Trout more money.
TB12 is going to go to the team that's going to get him the championship. LeBron, all these guys. You go to where you're going to win. That's what being an athlete, that's what being competitive is all about. But when you're just like, oh, I'm comfortable here. It's on the beach. I'm just going to take the money and fucking chill. Get out of here, dude.
Best player in baseball.
He's a Dan Marino of baseball.
For real.
Hall of Famer who will never win a championship, possibly.
Well, at least Dan Marino went to a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, to be honest, he's not even Dan Marino. People aren't going to remember him in 50 years. No way.
Who'd you say?
People aren't going to remember. Oh, whoa. Roll that back. You're saying that nobody's going to remember Mike Trout in a couple of years?
I can't even remember his name right now. That's why I just keep calling him the best
player.
Are
you telling me that in 15 years, nobody's going to remember Mike Trout? I think you've had enough Bud Light, and that's like 2. I think you've had enough Bud Light, and you got to go to bed at this point, because there's no way in hell you're going to tell me that Mike Trout will be forgotten 5 years from now.
Okay. Let me tell you, he just won't be as legendary, I don't think.
We'll place a bet on the kids, all right? Kobe and Logan will carry this bet for us. 100 bucks.
But they know him. But they know him because they're like...
No, but they got to see in popular culture. If he is remembered in popular culture on ESPN in 50 years, then, you know, they owe each other...
Hey, I'll still be alive in 50 years. Fuck you.
Nah, I don't know about that, dude.
I'll be 89. I'll rock and roll, baby.
You didn't almost make it like 2 months ago, big guy.
That's how I know I'll make it now. If I can get through the COVID, I can get through anything.
Right. Hey, but seriously though, I think Monica makes a good point. Not that I don't think that he'll be forgotten. He just won't be remembered as much because I think he's gonna be like the equivalent to Ernie Banks, bro. Like that dude was pretty badass. That dude was like Alex Rodriguez before Alex Rodriguez, right?
Before the steroids.
But he never made it to a World Series or made it to very many playoffs, and that was like the big thing. Well, he won 2 MVPs and he never even made it to the playoffs. I kind of feel like that's Trout, bro. Like he's heading for that. We're like, man, yeah, he was really good, but was he really like great? Is he among like the greatest? And I'm not saying he's not, Brent. What I'm trying to tell you is, in order to be among the greatest, you have to at least make it to the playoffs kind of a couple times, maybe make it to the World Series, unless you are like ridiculously great. And what I mean by ridiculous, and don't get me wrong, he has the accolades for it. But like Griffey, bro, Griffey never made it to a World Series. He made it to the ALCS, I think once, maybe once. I don't even know.
Didn't he make it with the Reds?
I'm sorry,
he made it twice. The
championship
World
Series never.
No, championship game. He made it with with the Mariners and with the Reds.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like he never even got to a World Series. But that dude was so great that he's legendary. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's gonna remember him because he just did things that nobody else was doing. Trout is great. He's really good. But is he really doing things that nobody else is doing?
Nope.
No. You know, I mean, again, Brent, and I know I feel bad because you have your conspiracy theory, but he's never won a gold glove. Griffey won 10 straight gold gloves, bro. Granted, Griffey did not win as many MVPs as Trout, but, I mean, dude, he had 10 gold gloves. He does have an MVP. He has absurd numbers over his career. Trout's not there yet. Yeah, of course, if he reaches those plateaus of the 500 and top 5 RBIs and top 3,000 hits, of course, yeah, probably he's going to be remembered. But if he doesn't, he's still a Hall of Famer, but will he be remembered like that?
I think he's remembered regardless. Right now,
not like that. Why? That's not what I asked.
I know.
But across the baseball universe, I don't think he's going to be a Ken Griffey Jr.
Right.
He's not going to be one of these guys. He's really not.
Right.
I think that in the Angels universe, obviously, he's going to be remembered.
Or like the baseball heads, the people that really know baseball.
Yeah, those guys. But across the universe with people who just like me and Karina over here.
Yeah, outside of all of us that would go to the games and watch it, a couple generations later, nobody. Nope. No one. Bye-bye.
I got money on that one.
Guess what? He could be if he would have been smart enough to get out of fucking Anaheim and go to a winning team.
Damn.
I will take that. I'll take that $100 bet. I think he'll be remembered regardless at any point.
Hey, plus interest, Kobe.
All of a sudden, it's plus interest. Sácase la chingada. The parole officer's going to come pick you up right now because you're on the phone. Calm down. On a side note for Angels news that's not very good, Angels pitching coach was suspended and potentially getting fired. He's accused of using his position to text lewd photographs of himself to several female journalists, including but not limited to him shirtless with a chainsaw in his hands. So fuck that guy.
Bro, shirtless with the chainsaw. Come on now.
He was shirtless with a chainsaw in his hands like he was cutting wood. He thought...
Oh, bro. Come on now. We all know what Brett Favre did. That was way worse.
Yeah, we know what he did. But he's...
Or what about the dude from the Mets that just got fired? Like, as soon as Monday came... Because remember that story broke on like Saturday? Was it like a GM or something? I can't remember what he was. But he was with the Mets. And it broke on like a Saturday, Sunday. And they're like, oh, he gone. Just let it be a work day. And he's gone. Monday came. Bro, first thing, he was gone.
I don't think he'll be there on Monday.
Honestly. Hold on.
What's up?
This guy sent him a picture of his just a chest and
no, it's one picture, right? He sent several pictures to, I believe, 7 female journalists have come out and said like, hey, he's been sending some really creepy photos and text messages trying to, leading them on at. But see, this isn't the first time he does it. Not as an Angel pitcher, but he also did it with the 2 other teams that he was with before. This has been a complaint going on. They're finally getting all together and getting this shit done.
So he was just trying to get laid, and that's what he does. He sends pictures. Now, did he grope anybody? Did he inappropriately lick anybody's ear and do something nasty?
You have to remember in this day and age, a tweet can get you canceled.
No, but see, that's what's ridiculous. Like,
oh, absolutely. But if
I think nasty people need to just be, put in the closet and shut the fuck up. Stop, get away. Turn off your social media and all that kind of shit. But I need more details before we start fucking crucifying this guy. And everybody else, to be honest. Like, you're sending pictures, you're oh, my bare chest. Oh, guess what? Maybe he's a fucking hunter and he thinks that, a chainsaw is sexy, or maybe some girls think it is sexy. You don't know. But guess what? Yeah, he shouldn't be just sending it randomly to whoever. But if he knows these female, obviously these journalists know all the people on the team, all the people in the, in the front office, and all of that.
Actually, so he used his position to get the numbers of these journalists from the From the newspaper or places where they're reporting, it was the intention of, hey, I want you to put out an article because it's something that I got going on, and then he starts talking to them, and he's like, oh yeah, what article? Oh yeah, well here's a picture of me doing X, Y, and Z.
Wait, hold on. Who gave him the number?
I'm not sure who gave them the number.
That's what I'm saying.
So okay.
You can't say he
I think
used
Trout
his
gave him the
position.
number.
Trout did not give him a number. No, but he's using his point or his.
Oh, I get what you're saying. These journalists are like, oh yeah, give him my number so we can get a story.
Exactly.
And then
instead of actually doing a story, now he's sending them pictures and hitting on them and stuff.
Well, come on, dude. Journalists, really? They want to get the fucking story. They want to get the what's going on over here, the inside, and not care about. Because, they don't care about people's privacy either. If this guy gave them a story about, say, Mike Trout sending pictures.
Can we just leave my boy out of it? Let's leave my boy. Let's put fucking XYZ Juan Pablo Camalo.
Some other Angel player. Fine, any Angel player. But these
Hamilton.
Female journalists would be all about it. They'd be all about it. Give me the scoop. Give me their scoop. But as soon as it's like, he probably did give them some story and then was like, also, by the way, you're hot. You look at my chest. Like, come on, dude. No, I'm not into that. I hate cancel culture. I think it's ridiculous. I think all these journalists, there's too many journalists, first of all. And no, they used it. They allowed their phone numbers to be out there, and that's on them. You don't have a work phone number or a work email, that's on you.
All right. That's the we're gonna let Monica jump off the soapbox here for a second. Did you hear about Marcell Ozuna?
Oh, nice. He re-signed, with the American League team.
The Braves, cabrón.
Well,
they're saying that it was a good deal for the Braves because if the DH doesn't come back to the National League, it's coming in the next couple years, and they're gonna cash out with having Ozuna there. 4 years, $65 million contract with a 5th-year option that could total him up to $80 million if it's exercised. Do you guys think the DH is finally coming to the National League? Not everybody answer at once now.
I was trying to ladies first.
I said hell yes.
Do you think it's coming?
Even playing field.
Do you think it's coming this season or next season?
Oh, it's going to be here this season. Oh, it's going to be here. There's a lot coming down the pipe, and I think that even this is going to be a big push. And absolutely yes.
Right, Artie. What do you think?
I've always liked old school baseball, but even with it now, the NL, they've gone away from it. They hardly ever even do. Before it was really obvious. The NL bunts, move guys over, but now they've gone away from it. So I'm like, if you've gone away from it, might as well get the DH. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Might as well. Like, don't you think, Monica? Like, let's say just a decade ago, wasn't the NL known for, hey, let's play small ball and let's push them over, get the runner at second with 1 out, and take 2 shots to score them in, right? And
Think
then
about how different it is when you got your number 8 batter coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you got 2 on and.
Right.
Like, you got
I agree.
2 outs.
I agree.
It changes the whole game, and also it doesn't extend our pitchers. We have a DH, and think about it. We have, come on. As far as the Dodgers have been so good with having all these position players.
Yeah, they're so flexible.
So I think other teams. A lot of teams have done it too, but a lot more teams are going to do it across the board to finally be playing these guys like, hey, you know what? You play here, you play there, you play second, you play third, you play short. Let's move you around. And you know what? Today you're going to be our DH. Today you're going to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
why not?
I'm with you.
Let's do it.
Yep. And I also was telling Brent that I think part of the reason that the batting average has kind of gone down is because all these shifts, right? Obviously, they're playing the percentages, but that's also part of the reason I think home runs have gone up because they're like, well, if they're playing the shift, why am I going to go chasing my batting average when I rather chase home runs? Because home runs over the fence, there's no shift that can play for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the revolution of like, well, the home runs are up. Well, yeah, they're up because so many players are seeing that their batting averages are going down because all this shifts. So they might as well turn to launch angles, which is AKA for us old fogies, right? I know we're getting older. It's called the uppercut swing, right?
Right.
Launch angle. But I really think players have turned to that because of the shift. What do you think?
Me or Monica? You got to be specific.
No, Brent. No, it's your turn, Brent.
All right. Well, no. I think a lot more batters are trying to go against the shift, but I do think the DH.
What?
A lot more batters are trying to go the other way. I didn't say they were doing. I didn't say they were doing it. I said they're trying. Okay. Because you're trying to offset the shift. I think the shift is one of the worst things in baseball, but defensively, it's the smartest thing you could have done. As far as the National League getting the DH, I think it's a long time coming. It should already be there. I don't think it's coming this season, but I definitely think it's going to be here within the next couple seasons, and that's just going to be
Sounds like another bet.
This guy over here trying to make money. That's why I don't bet Monica, especially when I'm drinking. I don't do that. But I think in the next 2 to 3 years, the DH will be universal. I don't think it's going to be this year just because there's already controversy on how many games, when's it going to really start, what is it, spring training, is it going to start on time, are they going to be able to play, they're trying to move the games from 1 whatever to 148 or however many they're trying to do. It's one of those things that I do believe is going to happen, but not for another 2 years or so.
I think let's do it. Let's do it now, and I think the players agree. Let's do it now. And
okay. If you took a vote, my hands up in the air. Give it DH all the way around. Artie's hands up in the air. DH all the way around. But I don't think at the end of the day it's going to happen this year. I think it's going to happen in the next couple years. But yeah, I think it's going to happen.
And I get what you're saying. I really do, and I think that if it doesn't happen, it's more just business and political bullshit more than let the players play.
Right. Fucking A, and that came to a fucking halt right there.
Hey, I thought it was interesting what you're saying that the first article, and it kind of went under the rug, don't you think, or without being talked about. But you saw that the union proposed a shortened season.
They did. It wasn't the union. It was MLB that proposed. MLB proposed a shorter season or having more doubleheader 7-inning games with the with the runner on second starting on the 8th inning. They proposed that. They said instead of having your full set of games, we're going to bring it down. I believe it was 9 games. They were going to shorten it.
What is this, Little League?
I'm with you there 100%. Play the whole game. Play the whole goddamn game. Because 7 innings, things can change really quick. You know what I mean?
You know what, you guys? I'm sorry, but if the fucking NFL can get it done, why the fuck can't we? I'm sorry. Baseball, MLB, Major League Baseball had the one up on everybody back last fucking year. Last spring, they had the one up on everybody to really make this work, but they didn't. They didn't even try.
They sat out instead.
They really didn't.
I said that.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Listen, it can happen. It can fucking work. They just need to just make it work. Listen, MLB, these guys have a strong union. It's like, come on. If fucking teachers could make shit work in their little tiny district, get the fuck out of here.
Did she just take a shot at me?
She did. I believe she did. She took a shot. It hit. I saw Artie's face go, what? Teachers? Teachers can do it?
No. I am actually very disappointed in Major League Baseball for how they handled the season last year. But I feel like, all right, you know what? Everybody was just, we got a learning curve. We're trying to figure this out as we go. But it's like, you know what? They fucking had the heads up on everybody. They could have made it work. Now, this year you're trying to tell me, fucking eight innings and you got to be on the second. Get the fuck. This is in Little League. All right.
It's not. Is it Little League or softball? I forget which one it is. Like under 5 softball rules. In the 8th inning, now you got to do the runner on second base. If you don't do it again, then you got runners on second and third.
Yeah,
it's a whole.
You're right.
Those are
You're
softball
right. Even
rules.
Little League doesn't do that.
Yeah.
You're right. bullshit.
Those are adult tournament softball rules, okay? Because I've been there and I've seen it happen. And that's not what we're playing here. We're playing Major League Baseball, guys. Come on.
And we can't get it right. That's nonsense. That's just nonsense.
It's a bunch of old dudes complaining about how I remember in my day. It's like, all right, dude, get with the freaking time. We need the DH going everywhere. We need none of this seven inning. What the fuck is it called? Double headers. Nobody wants that. You know, so it is what it is. Artie, are you gonna say that you want it to stay pure, or do you want the double headers like that, 7 innings?
No, I don't like. I hate those stupid double headers, 7 innings. They're just ridiculous.
I love seeing two full games.
So, Monica, they are playing more than one game a week, you know, and a lot of times they have to travel, move locations, and of course that means they have to get on a plane. Yeah, they sanitize it, blah blah blah. I'm kind of curious, and nobody has talked about this. Are professional athletes getting the vaccination?
Oh, you know what?
There's nothing.
I haven't heard anything. I actually haven't heard anything about it. That's a good fucking question.
It's breaking news. Breaking news, right?
Yeah, right. No, you know what? But they're getting tested every damn day.
Yeah, but why? I mean, wouldn't it be easier just to give everybody the vaccine, and then and
Hold
now?
on. You know, that would be very controversial because if we can't even vaccinate all of our elderly, I don't know about you guys. My parents still don't have it.
My parents still don't have it. I've been trying to get them, and they haven't gotten it.
But although you know, Brent and I, both of our parents, it's because they had COVID. They still have symptoms, and I know that a lot of doctors are saying that they want people to wait 90 days to be cleared from symptoms and all that kind of nonsense. Fine, whatever. I'm gonna go with the science. I'm gonna go with the doctors. But in the meantime, I know a lot of other 65 and older who haven't gotten it yet. Hell, then there's people my age who've gotten it and who are not, number one, not frontline workers, not first responders, and not healthcare. So what the hell is going on here? So I think that if the NBA and the MLB and the NFL, all these major sports, organizations got the vaccine all the way for all of their players, it's going to be just like last year where they all got the test immediately whenever they wanted and we couldn't get it. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be ugly. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't know that that's a good idea to just vaccinate all just because they're athletes.
I agree. I mean, I don't think it's a reason to vaccinate them is that they're athletes, but I do. I mean, it would make it more sense to do it that way than having to test. I imagine how much money they're spending having to test them on a daily basis, along with the body tracking, along with all the other stuff that's going on that they contact tracing is what they call it. Along with all that other stuff, how much more money are they spending doing all of that? I agree. We should take care of our elderly. We should take care of the people that are most vulnerable to it. I know, like San Bernardino and Riverside counties, they've allowed their teachers to get the vaccination because they're going back to full-time school coming in the fall, right? But in LA County,
Says who?
Look at the thing.
I didn't get no email.
Look at LA County though. They're not allowed to do that yet.
I ain't got no email.
It's out there.
Fake news.
That's not true for everybody. And let me tell you something. Entertainers. I mean, like athletes, they're entertainers. By the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
they are not. They are not people of priority.
They're not essential workers.
Absolutely not.
So.
Nope.
I would say that why not continue letting them get tested every day and save the vaccine for the people who really need it.
Yeah. But do you think they are secretly getting the vaccine? Anybody?
I don't think so.
Listen,
no? You don't think a couple of guys
somebody it would have come out, I think, at some point.
Yeah,
I just don't think anybody's looked at it yet. It's been like The Big Short, with back in the day with that movie they made with the loans and stuff like that. I don't think anybody's looked at it. Let me tell you.
Well, what I did hear, okay, and I'll have to Google this whole thing, but I did hear that there's a lot of people who, like from more affluent areas, went to, let's say, less affluent areas, to these big vaccine sites, and they waited for hours and hours and hours. And at the end of the day, they have to give these vaccines because they will expire, they will, they'll go bad or whatever it is. And they got the vaccine. Now, this is something that, KFI and KNX, they all reported on this last week. And it makes sense to me. If you have a community where people are not going and are not, signing up to get the vaccine, and you're smart enough to hear it and know that at the end of the day, they just have to actually give these doses out, then go get it. That's different. That's different than just allocating, thousands of vaccines for athletes. So, I mean, it's an ugly thing that we're going through, but I would say if you're smart enough to know where the vaccine site is and you have time, not everybody has that. I don't have it, but if you have time to just wait in line for 10 hours in a day, and then guess what? At the end of the day, they have leftovers. They have them, and they have to give them out. And you're going to get it? Why not?
Can I now say something? I've been listening and been in all of this, guys.
Listen. The PO showed up, guys. Hold on. She got to talk her. They're going to pull Monica off the fucking phone here. Give her another quarter. Let's go. 5-0. Let's go. What you got?
No, I've been listening, and yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It's part of that community and those people to share that information with those around you, okay? And bring those people or make it work, okay, for those elderly or those people that can't get there, or however you want. Spread the word, do something, okay? I'm going to blame a little bit of that community and those folks in that general area, okay, that they didn't spread the community and spread the word to that community and those folks within their area, okay, to get them vaccinated, that it had to come down to people from other counties coming all the way over to stand in line and get vaccination. I mean, be proactive in your goddamn area.
I'm with you there.
Talk to your council members. Do something to get those folks in your area where you're offering this vaccination vaccinated. If you aren't reaching out to them, then guess what? They're not getting it. And then when these things are going to expire, that's why people from all over the place are going to come over and wait in line and get it. Guess what? That is your bad. If you're a council member and you're part of the city and you're proactive, then do something for your own goddamn community, your area, your city, you know what, whatever it is. Get them out here. Do a mobile thing.
So, basically,
yeah, I mean, but I'm with you. All right, look, if they're getting it off the books and nobody's saying anything bad on them, other people deserve to have that stuff first. Okay, if they're not, then hey, why are we pulling up a flag where no flag needs to be said? Disclaimer needs to get put on this right now. This is all speculation. We're just throwing things out. We're just a couple drunk people having a good time talking about sports, and all of a sudden we got a little political, but it's fine. It's fine. We didn't cross the line. We didn't cross the line.
I'm sorry, it wasn't meant to be political.
Vaccines,
but what I'm saying is that vaccines are important, and we have to share it with everybody within our community.
Absolutely.
And some of the folks that are representing our community
athletes
aren't.
I think you know what. One of the most important news I got this week, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. EA Sports has announced that MLB 21 is actually going to be on Xbox and PlayStation, and you're going to be able to cross-platform play. I think that's the most exciting thing I've heard all week. I think I'm excited. I can play with my Xbox friends for once and whoop their ass.
Nice.
I got
friends?
I
Anybody else
have friends.
Friends got friends?
Is that the game that Artie was playing and he needed 2 more outs or whatever?
That's what he was playing. But real quick,
the one I was playing though, the new one's coming out. You see that, Brent?
Yeah, Fernando Tatis will be on the cover of the standard edition of the game, and then it will be available on PS4, PS5, and Xbox consoles for $59 or $69. If you want the newer one that converts to both, it's $69. However, you can also get the special edition commemorative Steelbox version, which honors Jackie Robinson, which will run about $89 and $99 respectively. You get a bunch of other cool things in a cool steel tin thingamajiggy.
Yep, and a hat.
And a hat.
And a hat. I'm getting it. I'm getting it
too, because Artie's buying it for me.
That's it. Yeah.
Artie already said he's gonna buy it for his compadre here, and we're gonna call it a day.
Well, yeah, I'll give you the PS4 version one because it comes with CD, and then I'll take the redemption code on the PS5. So I'm gonna get a PS5, so we're good.
Yeah, you guys are cute with your games.
Hey, it's the little things in life that keep us sane. I mean, saner than.
No. You know, I think what the only game that I played was like the NFL or whatever. Remember, I played the Madden or something. I liked it. The only thing that I didn't like was that you could see the plays that I was calling.
Well, that's when you're playing on the same TV, though. Right. Kind of defeats the purpose.
I gotta play live, and I'll kill you.
Shoot.
I got a 20 spot on that, saying I can still beat you even if you're playing from over there and I'm over here.
Hey, by the way, she's got hang-ups. She says that she always lost because you knew what she was doing. Otherwise,
that's right.
She went.
I would have won.
That's a lie.
I've heard it many times.
Look, when you throw 6 interceptions in one game, it's one of those things where you're gonna lose.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, all right. I'm going to hold on to that one.
You hold on to it. Take a picture of it. Put it in your pocket. Laminate it so it'll never go away. It'll be good.
For our 50-year bet, it's going to be there.
Oh, now it's 50. I thought he said 100.
Nah, we said 50 for the Mike Trout thing.
Oh, okay. It was a $100 bill at 50 years. Yeah. I got you. All right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, ladies, we're about to get into the NCAA, NBA, and NFL. Do you guys want to keep rocking and rolling? I know you guys said you couldn't stay for the whole thing.
Only if it's basketball.
Well, basketball, we're getting there. It's 2 things away. I just want to make sure your PL is going to let you be on the phone. I know you guys are running out of quarters. I just want to make sure that you're okay being on the phone. Is your PL going to let you?
You're not lying. My 14% is telling me that it's over. I'll tell you this. NCAA basketball is amazing. Go Gonzaga. Fuck all them other teams. I hope you guys are going to do like a special, for March Madness. Please invite me. I love March Madness. I love NCAA. All things NCAA. Women's and men's basketball. By the way, your cousin over here, she's the swami about women's basketball.
Women's basketball? I mean, you pick 2 teams. You're good.
You can make money. You can make money on those brackets, bro.
Hey, you know what?
Monica teams that run it.
Monica is like the golden goose when it comes to like fantasy football and shit like that, right?
True story.
Karina is the NCAA women's bracket champion.
Bracketology, that's right.
Hey,
I don't know where she gets it from.
The girl that got the statue built outside of that college recently, it was like a big deal. Because I believe it was her grandma or something like that. She wasn't allowed on that college. And she's like, funny how a few years later, you win yourself a NCAA title and blah, blah, and they're building a statue when, 40 years ago, we weren't even allowed on this campus. You know anything about that? I don't know. I'm just throwing a number out there. It's probably more.
Was it Asia Wilson?
Damn.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was that girl. I didn't know much about it, but I found that story kind of like intriguing because I thought it was cool. She was like, my grandma wasn't even allowed on this campus and blah, blah, blah. And I could be wrong. It might not have been her grandma or whatever, but I'm just trying to paraphrase. And I just found it interesting.
Those southern schools, like a lot of kids right now in college, they think of it as like, this black and white culture way back hundreds of years ago. But dude, that shit was like 60 years ago. That wasn't even long, Yeah. It's like, it was a nasty culture. This whole country has a lot to, reckon for. But yeah, these girls who play in these southern leagues, even the guys too. But for the girls, it's a lot harder because they can't even vote, right? But yeah, Asia Wilson, I mean, amazing player.
Oh man,
yeah, did a lot for the team. Come on, Karina, you know what's up.
Right.
her coach. Listen, her coach. She's been through quite a bit. So, anywho.
she's been through quite a bit. Anyways.
I'm sorry.
Basically, we're going to leave you guys on this one that, women's basketball, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't a fan back when I was probably, I don't know, a teenager or whatever. I got more appreciation for it when I got older, and a lot more appreciation after knowing Karina for a long time because, these girls, they work fucking hard. They do as much as they can, and they work so hard, and they fucking play, you guys. They're not lazy. They can fucking... I want you guys to watch one game. Watch the top two. Watch a UConn game. Just watch these girls. They are incredible. They work so fucking hard, and they're smart as fuck. The coach will tell you guys. He calls a timeout. He tells them, fucking Gino over here, tells them, in one fucking fluid motion, he puts up two fingers, and these girls know what play it is, and all of a sudden, they scored 6 points. Like, how the fuck?
Right.
It's amazing. It's incredible. It's beautiful. But you're absolutely right, Artie. It used to be nasty back in the day, especially in the southern states. And yeah, Asia and she's probably talking about, maybe her grandmother. Yeah, absolutely. Where it was, segregation. They were trying to integrate, and we all watched Forrest Gump. We know what that shit was like, But yeah, I want you guys to watch some women's basketball as well. When you get to NCAA basketball, invite us back on the show. Can't wait. In the meantime, love you, and I will always talk shit on your Angels and all the other things you want to talk about.
Hey,
and the Cowboys.
No problem.
And the Cowboys.
I heard the gring the payphone in the prison is calling you right now and is not letting you keep going right at this point. We're gonna send you more quarters, Monica. We got you, all right. Let your PO know. We're gonna send some sandwiches and some quarters, all right. We got you some more phone time next time you're on, and we're gonna talk.
Don't forget my ramen noodles.
I got you. The ramen noodles and the Fritos. You're good. I'll send you some potatoes so you can make some Bruno. You'll be good to go.
The Blown Save is here to sponsor you.
I love you guys. You guys have a great night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for a little bit. It was a very interesting and laughable time.
All right, have fun.
Have a good night, guys. Good night.
And now, a moment from our sponsors.
All right, guys, and we're back from our quick little break. Artie had to go go all the way home, and then grab a couple more brewskis. We're back, though. That was an interesting talk and conversation with the Monica and the 5-0, right?
Yeah, that was good times. Good old Moneyball over there. She's always fun.
Very passionate about everything she thinks and says.
Very, sure.
Apples
I like it. That's the right word.
Apples beat oranges. No, God damn it, oranges are better, and this is why.
Bro, I feel so honored that she used her one phone call from jail to call us. Like, I mean, honored, bro. That's got to be a first, like, in podcast history?
I'm going to go with first in podcast history. We're going to have to clip this part right here so I can repost it everywhere. And that's going to be the title for the show. She used her one call for us. Let's get into some NCAA football. I didn't get a chance to really talk about NCAA football because they were talking about NCAA basketball, women's basketball, and male's basketball. But NCAA football is back. EA Sports has announced earlier this week that the old favorite will be back this year. This is the first NCAA football game that EA has put out, or anybody's put out, since 2014. That was the last time somebody put out an NCAA football game. It's supposed to come out this year, so I'm pretty excited. I know my boy Leon, I got you, baby, is pretty excited for it to come out. He's ready to get his butt whooped again. We had to use his old Xbox 360 to play, and I beat him then, and I'll beat him again. So we're good to go there.
Nice.
It'll be interesting to have another football game other than just Madden to come out and play. Even though they're both being made by EA, they're just going to cash in on all that stuff. So, are you excited for EA NCAA football for 2021?
Nope, but I mean, it's cool. I'm happy for you.
Some people will be excited. At least I know Leon's gonna throw something at you right now. Going, what
my buddy Tyler, he was like, I'm gonna take 2 to 3 days off from work just to play this game because of nostalgic purposes and stuff like that. It's cool, like I get it. I just never played that game.
He's gonna take 2 to 3 days off of work. Why not just Saturday, Sunday, bro? Come on.
I don't know.
Take your weekend and
long weekend out of it. Either like Friday and then add Monday to it. Like I don't know, man. Like, you know what? I'll give you an example. The wifey was asking me the other day, and I guess I'm spoiled as a teacher, right? She was like, do you have Monday off? And I was like, well, of course. Don't you? And she's like, no, I do not. I was like, oh. That was a loaded question, don't you think? That was a loaded question. That was a loaded question, bro. I was like, oh, man. Wait a second. It's not like I asked her, hey, do you have Monday off? Right? She's like, do you have Monday off? Like, and I should have known what I was walking into, bro. But I got ambushed, bro. I got ambushed.
Hey, with my new gig, I'm going to have all the bank holidays off and all the weekends. So that's going to be pretty cool.
And you get a veteran day off, right?
I get an extra day. I get an extra day because I'm a veteran. And then I get a floater. So it's 2 actual extra days throughout the year. I get 11 instead of 10, but still. I mean, I'm pretty excited. It's supposed to start at the end of the month.
Here's the real question. Did you tell the comadre that?
Yes, she knows. I spilled the beans.
Oh, my God. Fail, bro. Fail, bro. Like, hey, honey, got to go work. Be back.
Why are your golf clubs in your car? No reason.
Aren't they always?
No.
I forgot to...
My bad. I thought they were there from the last time. No, they weren't in my garage. No, we're good.
Let me tell you, Maria could tell you that I would do that. I'd be like, oh, what? I'd be like, oh, I didn't tell you I had this Monday off and next Monday. I mean, it's 2 holidays. I just assumed you knew I had every holiday off. I mean, we had a babysitter already. Might as well use them. I felt bad. They were already on the way. I didn't want to give them last second notice. It hurts their pay, their way of life. Bro, you messed up, bro. You learn.
I'll learn. We'll get there. This whole weekends off thing is very new to me. It's been 4 years since I've had a job that gives me the weekends off. So
you should start off with just 1 floater, not tell her 2 floaters.
All right, let's get on to the NBA. Here's a really good question for you because you're a big LA Laker fan, and now we're rooting for Bron. All right. LeBron gets heckled by a fan the other day. The fan goes on a tirade on social media calling LeBron soft for letting a 5-foot, 100-pound nothing girl intimidate an LA star and future Hall of Famer. Do you think LeBron was right to get her and her husband kicked out of the game, or is it part of the game and should have just been brushed off? And you know what? Ignore that shit. That shit. It is what it is. When you're in the situation, you're on enemy team. Like, come on, or you're the enemy stadium. Like, it's part of the heckling, it's part of the booze and all that stuff. What do you think, Artie?
So, I mean, there's a little bit. It can't be just like black and white. Remember, there's not as many fans, so it's not like he could tune her out as much, right? There's, like 20 fans in there. They're like, so she stands out. She's like, what? She could be standing on a chair and easily do 6.5 feet.
So here's the kicker. During the game, it was the husband that was heckling. When LeBron stopped to talk shit, she's the one that got up and was like, oh, hell nah, motherfucker. You ain't going to be talking shit to my husband. Blah, 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 blah. And then that's when LeBron said, okay, bye. Security, get these people out of here.
Bye, Felicia. Right? I mean, why not, bro? Like, again, if probably there was more fans and he could tune her out a little bit and let the voice blend in, sure, no big deal. But I think because some of these people, and I'm not saying her, but they kind of feel like they're like, what's the word I'm looking for here? I can't think of the right word. I don't even want to say it because I can't think of the right word. But they like privileges, they have privileges to be able to treat people like crap, And again, because they have the money to be that close to him, they feel like, oh, dude,
I can do whatever I want.
And what? Yeah, and what? And what? So what? I pay my money, so what? What you gonna do? And then when someone said like, oh yeah, you want to see what I'm gonna do? I'll show you what I can do. I'm like, oh, this fool got me kicked out. I just spent $10,000 to sit on the floor, and he kicked me out. We're like, well, if you would shut your mouth and just enjoy the game, and a couple razzle dazzle here and there, we get it. But if you start taking this personal, talk about LeBron's baby mama and stuff like that, which I'm sure it got personal, because LeBron doesn't strike me as a dude that gets upset unless it gets personal. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't say what was said, because like I said, it was the husband who was heckling, and when LeBron came to tell him, hey man, shut the fuck up, the wife is the one that, or the trophy wife, I want to say, she's the one that jumped out and was like, oh hell no, you ain't gonna talk to my man like that and this and that, yada yada. You ain't you ain't shit, you ain't nobody, fuck you and this and that, yada yada. It was one of those things where it's like she went on a tirade then afterward on I believe it was Instagram or TikTok, and she was just like, oh, you're gonna let me, fucking 5 foot nothing, 110 pound nothing, intimidate you to kicking me out? You're gonna kick me out? She's like, I don't give a fuck, I got all kinds of money and yada yada, I don't give a hell. Like, at some point you just gotta be like, shut up.
They're entitled, bro. I'm telling you, it's just entitlement, needing attention. That's all it is, dude. Like, entitlement. I mean, bro, like me, I can't ever go to a sporting game and really feel like I'm heckling an athlete, man. Even athletes I don't even like. Like, really? Like, would you
I mean, I do, like...
To that level.
No.
To that level.
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's someone that's seeking attention, bro. That's someone that wasn't hugged enough as a kid.
I mean, I'll go to a baseball game and, like, let's just say Bueller's pitching, right? And I'll be like, Bueller, you're a bum from right field. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to hear me, but still, I'm going to throw something out there. Or, like, I can go on a little banter with another fan on the stands. But at the end of the game, I'll go shake his hand like, hey, bro, like, that was a good game, bro. You got us this today, but we're going to get you guys tomorrow, yada, yada. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get in a fight or anything. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. But I'm just saying I'm not trying to get into a fight. I'm just trying to say, like, hey, dude, we can all talk shit about a game. At the end of the day, it's a game. We didn't play. Let's just shake hands and call it a day.
Right.
So, anywho, people be crazy.
What's her name, Karen?
I think they need to name her Karen at this point. I didn't want to look into her name and all that other stuff. I was like, you don't deserve that much attention other than my questioning. Was LeBron okay in doing that, or do you think that, he overreacted? Honestly, I think a little bit. He's got to deal with it. It's part of the game. But at the same time, there's not as many people, like you said, in the stadium. The only people that are allowed in the stadium or on the court to be able to have those kind of seats are spending $20,000, $30,000 to get those seats. Like, come on, you got to have a little bit more class than that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Entitlement.
Yeah,
Karen, you need to learn.
There it is. Karen learned. Karen done learn. Moving on to the MLB. The NFL. Drew Breese agreed to reduce his 2021 salary from $25 million to $1.75 million, freeing up $23.925 million of cap space. Why, you might ask? To allow the Saints to carry his contract through June, after which they will process his retirement, because Drew Brees has said he's going to retire this year.
He did?
Yeah, he said he's done. Win or lose, what happens, he's retiring. He's done. So they're going to process his retirement, splitting the dead cap, which the rest of that contract, $11.15 million in 2021, and then another $11.15 million in 2022. So that frees up 24 million dollars of cap space there. Do you think the Saints are going to go out crazy in free agency and trying to get somebody big? Because
I just don't ever think free agency in the NFL is quite like what it is in
MLB. No, absolutely.
The NBA, even both, like the NBA. Like, I mean,
okay? Here's my thing.
Can you name the top free agents this year for the NFL?
Dak Prescott.
No, but he's still going to be under contract.
No. He could be franchise tagged. He's not going to be under contract. He could be franchise tagged, and he could decide to take the franchise tag and then play for the Cowboys for another year at like $38 million, Or he could refuse the franchise tag and be a free agent and go play somewhere else.
But I feel like a lot of these dudes are so tied into the teams. It's rare unless a team cuts them. So it's like, hey, man, good luck. We wish you the best, but we're going to go with this young quarterback.
Here's the thing.
Like, when have you seen a dude that's like in his prime? I'm talking about in his prime and says, you know what, I'm going to see what else is out there. Like I've seen, Drew Brees, right? Remember when he left San Diego as well because they had Phillip Rivers, right? Tom Brady, right? He's older now. Well, I mean, it was never a dude in his prime that said, you know what, I'm going to take my talents elsewhere. When was the last dude? Terrell Owens? I mean, he was pretty in his damn prime when he went with the Eagles, right? From the 49ers?
Oh, yeah. I think so. Yeah,
I don't even know if he was traded or if he signed as a free agent, but I'm trying to, like, give you something, right? Like, that's, like, someone that I could think of that was in his dead prime and went to another team.
Who do you think they may pursue now? Obviously, they have Taysom Hill. Obviously, they still have Jameis Winston because they say they're going to keep both of them. Who do you think they go after that could be a free agent or who they could trade for that could take that $24 million that they have freed up now? Where do you think they spend that $24 million? That's a better question. Where do you think they spend the $24 million being the Saints? Where do you think they're going with that?
Well, they need a quarterback, so that's obvious. So then it's like, all right, let's see what quarterbacks can we get and entice to come over here. But again, they're gonna probably have to trade from because I don't see Dak leaving because again they're tied. I feel like these dudes are tied into those teams, especially during their prime. You're gonna see dudes that get traded because they start forcing their way out of there. But I mean, what are they going to do? Are they going to offer more money to Deshaun? I don't know the quarterback situation right now. I really don't. I don't. Man, I don't.
So let's say they're going to stick with Taysom, or let's just say they're going to stick with Jameis Winston. Where else do you think they're going to put that $24 million to work this next coming up season? Where do you think they could be like, hey, we can give you $20 million this season to come over here and play with us, whether it be linemen, defensive backs? Who do you think they can go out? I mean, Richard Sherman's out there. He's going to be a free agent, or he is a free agent now. They can go out there and pay for him, solidify that defensive back crew, at least have some veteran presence there to help them out. I mean, where do you think they could spend the money?
Jeez, you're talking to the wrong person with that one. I just don't even know who's available.
Okay, because they were what? They were what? One game away from the Super Bowl?
Who was it with the Saints? Yeah. Other than the year they won it, kind of doesn't it feel like they're always like that? They're always win.
They're always in the mix.
Yeah, I don't know. I would literally have to go on there and see who they could trade for and stuff like that. I'm not as familiar with the NFL just because I feel like I just feel like there's not as many dudes like compared to Major League Baseball and NBA that just will make a sudden impact, let alone dudes are entering their prime or in their prime that just switch. I mean, that switch in their prime, not a dude that something went wrong and they switch. Like, who's the last quarterback? Brent? Think about it. That was in their prime and they said, you know what? I'm leaving to take my talents elsewhere.
So, since we can't think of anybody going on in free agency right now, we'll have to get back to you guys on that one. There is a little bit of noise coming out of Miami. Fitzpatrick says he wants to come back and play again this coming up season. He wants to be in Miami, but he does know and agrees that Tua is the future. Do you see him going to any other team right now? Because he wants to play, so he doesn't want to sit on the sidelines. Any other team that would take a chance on Fitzmagic coming in one season, or do you think he is going to be sitting at home?
He's going to go to the Jaguars.
You think so? Even though the Jags have the first round pick and they're going to take that boy from Clemson?
They're going to take the dude from Clemson, but why start him right away?
But that's why you have Minshew Madness.
Yeah, because I worked out great last year, right?
Hey, I'm just saying you have somebody there if you're going to let him sit back.
You want Minshew to mentor, I'm trying to blank on the dude's name.
But here's my thing.
Mentor that guy, or you want
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. If
Fitz gonna win you some games, and he can mentor him.
Right, but here's the thing: if you win too many games, you don't get another high draft pick. And now you can double down. You can double down and get some, have a tag team duo in the offense.
Yeah, but look at what happened with, like, let's say, the Cincinnati Bengals. Their quarterback, they came in, threw him on the fire, he got hurt right away, rookie year, torn ACL, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I feel like it needs to go to the old school way of the quarterback, where they need to learn a little bit. I feel like some of these quarterbacks that sat back and learned have been some of the best quarterbacks to ever come through the NFL. Let's go through some of them.
Aaron Rodgers.
Tom Brady.
Yeah. Romo Licious.
I know.
Steve Young.
Carson Palmer.
Steve
Young.
Steve Young, yeah.
Phillip Rivers?
Oh, yeah, from Doug Flutie.
Yeah, no,
he was
from Drew Brees.
No. I'm saying Phillip Rivers. Doug Flutie was over Phillip Rivers. Flutie got hurt. Rivers came in, didn't he?
No, it was River. It was Drew Brees, and they had Phillip Rivers, and that's why they let go of Drew Brees so that Phillip Rivers could take over.
Before Brees was there with Rivers, it was somebody else. Before Brees was there, Rivers was the backup for somebody else. It was Doug Flutie. I wish
maybe Flutie for Brees, but I doubt they had all three at the same time. And Brees was more of a dude for the Bills, wasn't he? That's really where he made his bones.
I don't know.
That's where he made his bones. But the other one I think of is Carson Palmer. I literally remember where they kind of were like, no, he's not going to play this year. We're telling you he's not. He's going to hold the clipboard. He's going to learn. I can't even tell you who the damn quarterback was that dude was behind, but they said, no, he's not playing this year. We get that we took him. I think he was taken over number 1 overall, but I'm not sure. But, like, they said, no, he's not coming in. And I just think more teams should go towards that route, is let their dude develop and be mentored, and they'll be better for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's a lost art.
Here's a name for you I just thought about right now. Brett Favre. He was the backup in Atlanta because he was drafted by Atlanta. He got traded to Green Bay and then became the starter.
Mm-hmm.
There's another one.
There's a lot of dudes like that, man. Like, I mean, think of all the record holders for rookie campaigns for quarterbacks. A lot of them are more recent because back in the day, that's not how it was done. It's not like you got drafted and you get thrown into the fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, unless somebody got hurt. Unless somebody got hurt.
Yeah, you didn't get thrown into the fire, and I really think that needs to happen a lot more. And you know how we're talking? I looked it up real quick for the best free agents, quarterbacks that signed somewhere else. Bro, every single one of them, there's 25 on the list, right? Pretty much every single one of them, like the best quarterbacks to sign somewhere else as a free agent, they were rarely in their prime, and they were all because they were like basically exiled, meaning like all because something else was going on. Like the best one they're saying is Johnny Unitas went to the Steelers. They're saying that was the number one because the Colts, something about his contract, blah, blah.
I want to say Favre.
So Drew Brees, who I mentioned to you, he went to the Saints, and it was because they already had what's the name on the way? The dude I just told you, Phillip Rivers, right? So they're like, it's cool, you could go. Another one that I had mentioned to you too, I didn't realize it'd be that high on the list. Kurt Warner, remember?
Yeah. And
it was because Kurt Warner got hurt one year, and then Mark Bulger came in and had a really good year, and they're saying, you know what? We're just going to go with Mark Bulger, so good luck.
Mark who?
Yeah. And then he went to the Super Bowl. Another dude, they have number 4. I never heard of him, Len Dawson. Another dude, again, that makes total sense. It fits the profile of what I was telling you, Peyton Manning. Why? Because they drafted Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
So Peyton went over to the Broncos, and Peyton had that pinched nerve. You know, nobody knew how he was going to recover. He went over and just went like bonkers and set the NFL record. Another dude, again, with an asterisk on it, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Warren Moon, who came from, like, the
Oilers.
CFL or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, he came from the CFL because he wasn't allowed to come into, he was denied an opportunity to come into the NFL out of college. So, again, another dude that fit the profile. Another dude, I guess, it's a good free agent. I don't even know what happened with this guy. But Rich Gannon, you know, he's a backup to Elvis Garbach over at the Chiefs. Then he went to the Raiders, took him to Super Bowl, won MVP. Jim Plunkett, I don't know much about him. He's the number 1 overall pick in 1971. Soared into the bus realm after shaky starts in New England and San Francisco before doing really well over with the Raiders as well too. Right? Vinny Testaverde, Jeff Garcia, again, like dudes.
I forgot about Jeff Garcia. I was thinking of Steve Young because of Joe Montana, but Jeff Garcia was the guy that came in after Steve Young.
But he came in from Calgary, dude. Like Calgary.
Yeah.
You know, like again.
That's wild, bro. Yeah,
so another dude, Nick Foles, you know, ended up winning a Super Bowl with the Eagles. And that dude came from he was in, I didn't know he was with St. Louis or Kansas City, dude, before the Eagles.
I didn't know that one either.
So, but he's at like number 12. So you see what I'm saying, though? None of these dudes were high profile. Like, these dudes are in their prime, and they decided to switch teams. You get what I'm saying? Like, none of these dudes. Dude, and we're already at like number 13. You know, and none of these dudes were in their prime, switched to a different team, and let's go, what's up?
Okay,
Brett Favre? They have Brett Favre.
Let me ask you this then. Do you think just Deshaun Watson going, trade me because I ain't playing? Do you think he's going somewhere? Or do you think, we talked about this last week, looking at what we have now, do you think he's going somewhere, or do you think he's staying right there in Texas?
I think he's going to get traded. I think he sees it right in the wall that they're not a championship caliber team. And I think it's going to happen right before the draft. And I think a team like San Francisco might go after them, you know?
Yeah. I'm with you there.
But
many people are saying San Francisco doesn't have to go out there and try and find somebody. They could still win with Jimmy G. He's going to come back this year healthy, quote unquote.
They'll contend, but will they win? You know?
Our boy Evan will tell you, yes, they will.
The whole thing? I'm not going to win the whole thing.
No. Our boy Evan will say yes, the whole thing, but we know better than all that. All right, man. Let's switch it up right here. We're gonna talk Super Bowl. We're gonna talk Kansas City Chiefs real quick, and then we're gonna get into the Super Bowl predictions that you are putting together a little thingamabobber here. I'll let you talk about that here in a second. But real quick news coming out of the Kansas City camp: the Chiefs official Barber, yes, the hairstylist.
Is that the dude we see in the commercials with?
I hope not. But he has tested positive for COVID. His test came back positive. He was mid haircut on somebody. They went in and yanked him the hell out of there. Right? He was immediately removed from the facility, and everyone, over 50 players and staff members, are being retested and tested again and tested again. Let's hope, guys, that the Chiefs don't lose any players for the Super Bowl, because that's fucking wild. It's 2 days away.
They wouldn't. They'd postpone the game if anything, man.
Do you think okay, let's just say 5 players pop positive. Do you think they postpone the game? Or do you think it has to be a high profile? Do you think it has to be a high profile?
5 players, homie. Hey, we're talking about the long snapper and, the number 5 wide receiver, hey, I'll tell you what, if Mahomes tests positive, there ain't going to be no Super Bowl. Ain't nobody playing the Super Bowl. Someone's going to go over there, and they're going to pull the Buffalo Wild Wings thing, and they're going to pull the lights, and they're going to turn on the sprinklers. And I already saw that there's supposed to be like a 75% chance of rain.
Well, I mean, but remember, football, they play rain, snow, hail, good weather. They play no matter what. Football gets played no matter what.
Fair enough.
Just think about the Fog Bowl.
What was the last Super Bowl that had some rain in it?
Well, they've been playing in fair weather stadiums.
That's not what I asked you. I said, name the last Super Bowl.
You know what? My dad could probably tell you, Dad. I know you're out there probably yelling at me, going, "Mijo, dile que los pinche whatever game it was." But I remember the Fog Bowl. I remember the Ice Bowl. I remember the Snow Bowl.
Ice Bowl? You weren't even born, homie.
I remember hearing about it, guy. I don't gotta physically gotta be there.
You said you remember it.
Oh my God! I remember hearing about it. Chinga su fregada.
Hearing? Were you like in the womb or something?
I was listening in my dad's little apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, we weren't even there yet.
But
the last time Rain had a Super Bowl, let me give you a little slap you with some knowledge. Right?
Do it, baby. Do it.
Peyton Manning over the Chicago Bears. And I remember it because it was a really famous thing that said in the weather reports, Peyton Manning, they had asked him, he had take some reps with footballs that had gotten dunked in water. And they're like, why are you taking reps with wet footballs? And he said, because you just never know. You got to prepare, right? You got to be ready. And what happens? It was like a small percentage of rain. And it didn't rain the whole Super Bowl. But Peyton Manning was ready, bro. And what's one of the big things that the Chicago Bears say? Oh, we weren't ready to play in the rain, blah, blah, blah. The weather forecast had said this, that, and this and that. But Peyton Manning was ready, and everybody kind of laughed at him because that dude took some reps with wet footballs in practice.
And with the glove.
Prior to it. Yep. No, he didn't even rock the glove back then, I don't think.
Yeah, he did. It was on his offhand. It wasn't his throwing hand. It was his offhand. So he
okay, what team am I talking about here?
Huh?
What team am I talking about here? What team am I talking about?
The Broncos.
Yeah, see, I'm not talking about the Broncos. I'm talking about the Colts. Yeah. But good try, though. I like it.
Almost there.
A for effort.
A for effort, guys.
Yeah, so it was with when he was with the Colts against the Chicago Bears. I don't know where the game was played though. I wouldn't know.
It's never played at home until this season.
What? Yeah.
Because Tampa Bay gets to play at home for the first time.
Well, not for the first time, but the first time in NFL history for a Super Bowl. Yeah.
The only good news coming out of Chiefs camp is that they get back wide receiver DeMarcus Robinson. He was cleared off the COVID list. So as one comes back, 40 or 50 more could go down. So yeah. I think they'll trade it back the other way. Go take him back, and let me get the other 50 back.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't heard a whole lot of, you know how there's always like something funny or some kind of controversy or something going on during Super Bowl week, like because of the interviews or someone says something. Mm-hmm. Dude, this year has been quiet, right? Because of COVID?
I think it's because of COVID. All the interviews are not happening in person. I think they're happening via satellite, and they can kind of pause and keep going, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Edit it later.
Nothing's been good, right?
Nothing's been popped out yet. I do think, there's always okay, let's just say some key players have to go down because of the COVID thing, right? If this happens and then Tom Brady and Tampa Bay wins, that's just going to be another, like, little asterisk kind of thing in Tom Brady's thing. Well, if the Chiefs were 100%, they would have never beat them. But because Tom Brady paid the barber, hey, sniff this little rag real quick before you walk in there, take down these 50 dudes. There's always some controversy going into a Super Bowl that Tom Brady is playing. I'm just saying, it's around the corner. Nunca sabes, cabrón. You know what I mean?
All I'm saying, if it's Kelsey, Mahomes, or Hill are not playing, let me tell you, there ain't gonna be no Super Bowl.
I bet you $1 that if any important player, they still play the game.
Ah, you think so?
I think I think the commissioner goes, we play. I bet you $1. $1.
All right.
If any key personnel or coach.
Game on.
Game on, baby. There it is. Bam! Speaking of money, we're going to post this up. We're going to put this on our Twitter, and we'll post it up on the Instagram. So if you guys want to get in on this, we will send you a private message. Just let us know that you guys want to get into this. Artie's got this Super Bowl prediction thing. He's going to go ahead and put one of his prediction sheets. He's going to put it live for you guys. He's going to pick it right now. And then you guys can check it out later. You guys can go ahead and submit it. You have to submit it by the end of Saturday, though, the 6th. You have to do it by what time, Marty?
Just end of the night. I'll check it first thing in the morning.
All right, so by midnight on Saturday Pacific Standard Time, you have to submit your thing. Go ahead. You can either message us, get a direct, whatever it might be. We'll get you guys taken care of. Everybody, what's the prizes? How does it work out?
So the top 3 points leaders will be paid out. And what's pretty cool is the bottom 3, Brent, will get paid as well too.
Hey.
So if you do really good or if you do really bad, you're gonna get paid out. There's the percentages on the sheets. Each sheet is $10. We have over 20 people and counting that have already submitted sheets.
That's over $200 already in the thing.
That's over 200 right there, yeah. And there is no money taken out of that pot. So whoever joins is whatever the pot is.
The house doesn't get any. The show doesn't get any. We're doing this because we love spending money.
It's just fun. It's fun, and I call it like the bingo card of Super Bowl Sunday.
All right, so
because it literally takes you from like beginning to end, and you're kind of keeping track as everything goes. So, for example, the very first question on here.
Now, what I want to do is I want to ask you the question, and I want you to give the audience what your answer is going to be. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds a lot more fun. Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. Question number 1 on this list. There are 20 questions and a bonus tiebreaker, so we'll get to that one when we get there. But number 1, will the opening coin toss be heads or tails? Artie, give me the answer right now.
Shits and giggles. I'm just going to go give me some tail.
Ooh, Artie's going tails. Are you writing it down? You should be writing it down. Your little markers right there.
Go.
All right. Question number 2. Will the first play of the game be a run or a pass?
I'm going to go with the run.
All right. Question number 3, will the first team to score, who will be the first team to score any points? Kansas City or Tampa Bay?
I'm going to go with Kansas City.
All right. Who will score will the first score of the game be a touchdown, yes or no?
No.
Ooh. Will the first touchdown of the game be scored on a run or a pass?
I'm going to say pass.
Okay. Will either team score in the final 2 minutes of the first half?
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Question number 7. Will there be more than 25 points scored total at the end of the first half?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Question number 8. What will be the first turnover in the game? Will it be a fumble or will it be an interception?
I'm going to say interception.
Ooh, interesting. Question number 9. Which team will make the most field goals? The most field goals.
I'm going to say Tampa Bay.
Ooh, I would have gone with Kansas City with Butker because he's the best kicker in the league right now. But, hey, you said Tampa Bay. Question number 10. We're halfway there, guys. Will there be a missed field goal or PAT? So, at that extra point, is somebody going to miss a field goal or a point after?
I'm going to say yes.
Oh. Which team will have the most rushing yards, Kansas City or Tampa Bay?
I'm going to say Tampa Bay.
Outstanding, sir. Question number 12. Will both quarterbacks pass for more than 300 yards in the game?
I will say
Ooh, we got Artie here, guys. Come on, Artie. You are the stat master.
I'm going to say yes.
I like that. Yeah, I would have gone with yes as well. What team will win Super Bowl MVP? Now remember, not every time the winning team has the Super Bowl MVP.
Touche, pussycat, touche. I'm going to say Kansas City.
KC will have the Super Bowl MVP. Will there be more? Hold on. Before we get to number 14 here, who do you think wins the Super Bowl MVP?
Well, that's a question later down the line.
Is it?
Decided to join my pool, which $10 I guess is too much for the new money.
Oh, I'll be in. Comadre is probably going to do it too. All right, we'll get there. Number 14. Will there be more than 3 turnovers in the game total?
I'm going to say no.
All right. Artie says not going to happen. Question number 15. Will any one player score 2 touchdowns in a game?
Oh, this is a hard one.
I want to say Tyreek Hill is going to get 2.
I'm gonna say yes.
That's where I would go. The only one I can think of is Tyreek Hill or Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But we'll have to see. Will there be a field goal made from 45 yards or more? Yay or nay, sir?
No.
No! Oh, interesting. Question number 17. Will the defense, safeties included, or special teams score?
No.
Really? Now, here's a question for you, Artie, and it may not have come up, but I just thought about it. Isn't a field goal, not the extra point, the field goal considered special teams?
No.
A field goal unit is not considered special teams.
Not as far as I know, because they're on offense. Special teams is on defense when they get it.
So you're saying defensive special teams? Oh, you know what? Because it says, will the defense or special teams of either side?
I would say yeah.
Okay. I want to clarify for our listeners. We're talking about defensive side of the game. So PATs and field goals do not count when it comes to special teams on this one. Artie says, no, it's not going to happen. Will the losing team, question number 18, will the losing team score more than 21 points, Artie?
Yes.
Will the winning team score more than 35? Question number 19.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
No.
Oh. You mean it's going to be a close game. All right. Here we go. Number 20. Will the game be decided by more than 4 points? Now, the Vegas odds give it 3.5. So is it going to be more than 4 points or less, Artie?
I'll say yes.
So more than 4 points. Outstanding. So you guys take that to Vegas. Now, we do have a tiebreaker, guys. We do have a tiebreaker. There's 3 elements of this tiebreaker question. Who will be the winning team, Artie?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. How many total points are going to be scored in the game? Now, is this total points without going over, or just total points whoever's closest?
Well, that's not what it asks. It asks how many total points are you going to score.
I know, but let's just say the total points are 52. My scorecard says 53. Your scorecard says 51. Everything else is the same. Who wins that one?
Oh, the rule of thumb is whoever is closest without going over.
Okay, so there we go. So how many total points are going to get scored in the game?
I'm going to go with...
Wow, Artie's really thinking about this one.
58.
That's a good number. You put 59, by the way.
And
finally, who wins Super Bowl MVP? I got my pick. Who do you got? Holy Christ. Hey, you know what? We're on the same wavelength right here. Mr. Artie says Travis Kelce wins the Super Bowl MVP. It's just too much to say he doesn't. I'm with you there.
Throwing it out there. I don't know.
All right, guys. So we're gonna have
crazy.
Crazy.
We're
gonna have this. If you guys are interested, please go ahead and email us at theblownsavetpodcast@gmail.com. Go ahead and hit us up on the website. We'll get that over to you. I know you guys are gonna be wheeling and dealing. It is due Saturday night, February 6th by midnight Pacific Standard Time. Artie will check everything going into that following morning on that Sunday, and then we'll collect $20 via Venmo, Cash App, or something that Artie has.
Got them all.
We got them all. And or you can drop them off. Well, maybe not really drop them off. Hey, at the McDonald's around the corner, and then he'll pick them up there. All right, man. I'm gonna put mine in here tomorrow, and I'll let the comadre put one in there too. So we're down for another $20. So that's 2 more people going on right there. Anything else before we get out of here, Mr. RD?
Nah, it should be fun. Super Bowl, obviously, Sunday's not going to be what it's ever been this year. Most people are going to be staying home. There's no Super Bowl parties. So might as well get your bingo sheet and look at this and see what's what. It's all fun and games. They're pretty simple answers to put up there together. if you try once, let me tell you, you're really gonna enjoy it. People that have done this in the past have said, "Man, I watched football games, but I've never cared about them until I did this bingo sheet, basically." And they're like, it had me looking to see, hey, who did next? What's happening next? What's happening next? Because it takes you in like chronological order.
It really does. It really does.
Yeah. So I found it like that. I thought it was cool. I didn't do it last year, and then a whole bunch of friends hit me up. They're like, "Hey, you're not gonna do that bingo sheet thing again?" And I was like, "Nah, I wasn't planning on doing it." Blah blah blah. And then this year again, same thing. I didn't do it last year, and they're like, "Hey, you're not gonna do the bingo sheet?" And I'm like, "Well, damn, that's 2 years in a row." And people are really like, "All right, cool." And I didn't really like push it or anything. I just kind of try to keep it amongst friends and stuff like that. And even without trying too hard, or honestly, I just started pushing it on Thursday?
Yeah.
And I already got over more than 20 people in it. And, so it could easily grow into the 30s, which is what I think I had 2 years ago when I kind of did it. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I don't want to get it to be too crazy, but I'll be happy with 20s or 30s. It's fun.
Right on. Like I said, if anybody wants to join us, we're not keeping any of it here on the show. It's not going to charity. It's just for fun. Top 3, bottom 3 get paid. So whether you do really good or whether you do terrible, which is where I'm looking to get paid, you're going to have some fun. You're going to look at the game a little differently. We'll see what happens, guys. I've been thinking about maybe live streaming during the game and doing some correspondence as I see the game. But we'll see what happens there. I'm not going to say yay or nay. What's going to happen, just keep an eye out on Twitter. Keep an eye out on wherever you catch the show. And then we'll see where it goes from there, guys. Artie, anything else you guys talk about before we get out of here?
No, that's about it. Go Dodgers. We run the NL West, homie.
I think you run the NL everything.
Yeah. Like Drake said, we're going back to back, right?
I believe it, sir. Now, I had a very heightened suspicion that it was going to happen, but I think now for sure, I think you guys running it back to back. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody else who's going to. I like your chances, and I don't see anybody else who's going to compete at that level when it comes down to championship time.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm with you. So, all right, mi gente, just remember to wear those masks, wash your hands, and be safe out there. We don't want anybody getting sick, like my buddy Brent got sick because he still can't taste his beers. So
I know it sucks. I mean, it's great because I can drink and not worry about the taste, but it's not fun, guys. It's not fun. So make sure, like Artie says, make sure you guys staying safe. Make sure you guys are washing your hands and doing all the fun jazz. And we'll catch you guys next week. Like I said, there's a possibility I get crazy and I'll be here at my house by myself watching the game anyways. Maybe why not talk to you guys at the same time while I'm doing it. You guys have a great weekend. If you guys do not watch us or hear from us this weekend, don't worry about it. Be safe, stay safe, and we'll catch you guys later. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and do all that other fun jazz. Guys, we love you guys. Have a good night.
Nah.